stay cheap. Hi, I'm Jeff Yeager, and I want to welcome you to this very important episode of The Cheap Life. Natural disasters in the United States affect 1 out of every 12 Americans. They kill hundreds of people and cause more than $17 billion in damage every year. So spending time, and yes, money, preparing for a natural disaster is a great way to be penny wise while avoiding being pound foolish. Gwen Camp, the Director of Individual and Community Preparedness for FEMA, is with us today to share some important advice on preparing your family and your home to survive a natural disaster and how to do so in the most cost-effective fashion possible. Gwen, welcome to The Cheap Life, our own private natural disaster.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
So what's the most important thing most people can do to prepare for a natural disaster?
So the most important thing you can do is actually free, and that's make a family communications plan for an emergency. So who is going to depend on you? Who's going to make sure that you are safe? Who do you want to check in with? So if the phone lines go down, make it an easy place to meet that you all know how to get to. Make sure you know how to text or get in touch on social media. So it's perfect for the cheapskate life.
And that brings us to the emergency preparedness kit.
Yep.
People should have. What should be in a kit like that?
So the best thing to think about is what do you need for 3 days? So beyond the obvious food and water, for me, I need a couple of prescriptions. I wear contacts, so I want to have an extra pair of glasses. So anything that you're going to need for 3 days to live independently, that's what you should have in your emergency kit.
And at the rate I lose reading glasses over 72 hours, that means
you might need
three
like 6 or 7.
3 pairs, something. So it doesn't sound like we're talking about expensive items. These could be things you already have around the house.
Shouldn't be too expensive. It's easy to hack your emergency kit too, to keep it cheap. So if you have some empty bottles laying around, you can fill up with water. Just the general rule is 1 gallon of water per person per day. So. Okay. You're looking at 3 gallons just for yourself. Make sure that if you have pets, you have a couple extra cans of food, and it's a good idea to spread that out for the things that you do have to spend a few dollars on. Just add one to your grocery cart each week so that you can kind of spread that cost out.
So what are some of the resources people can look for through FEMA or in their local communities to prepare for natural disasters?
Yeah, so the most important thing after you have your family emergency plan is to think through what hazards could actually hit your community. So what are you at risk for? So I definitely recommend going to ready.gov. We have some great lists there of easy things to put in your kit, ways to make a smart emergency plan. And another really important thing for our finances is making sure that your fiscal house is in order, so to speak. So the Emergency Financial First Aid Kit is a tool that FEMA and Operation Hope created together that's a really great financial checklist of things like your insurance documents, your lease, things like that you want to make sure that you can find if there is actual damage to your house.
We've talked about a lot of great things. Give me a quick summary.
Yep, so it's perfect for the cheapskate life. So free and easy, make a family communications plan for the case of emergencies. Make sure that you have enough supplies for 3 days to live independently. So your food, water, medication, anything else that you and your family is going to need. And make sure to look at that emergency financial first aid kit to make sure that your financial documents are in order. It's just easy investments that will make such a huge difference in a time of crisis.
Gwen, thanks so much for joining us here today. I'm Jeff Yeager for The Cheap Life.
Be prepared.
And stay cheap. Make sure you check out my other videos. Leave a comment and let me know what you think of our show. Subscribe to The Cheap Life. It's free.